Hey guys, well I'm out doing well, basically just a day hike, but what I usually consider a training hike when I'm putting new gear through whatever I do. Just trying it out like we all do. These sort of day hikes are usually what you guys don't see. Occasionally it'll get rolled into B footage. I spend a lot of time just taking pictures of the wilderness and sort of checking out resources. You know, I'm still learning all the new things that the Central Oregon offers. So many different microclimates. You know, there's a lot of different resources within a short amount of distance. So that's kind of what I do. I just wander around. It relaxes me, and that was what I was doing today. With me today was a new pack, and part of the reason I'm doing this video is because there aren't enough good things to outweigh the negative things, and I'm going to take it back. I figured I'd go over some of the things that irked me about it, and there are some good things on here, but I'll try to make it not too drawn out. For one, even though it didn't fit my torso length very well, I did find it comfortable. Just the shoulders and the hip belt rode too high, simply because where the shoulders were. Quick little things here like this. They do have added like attachment points, but they're ridiculous. You don't really, I don't know, I didn't find them useful. I got half of a buckle on this side. It did come with some spare webbing, but if we get back to the truck or the house, I can show you. It's just a simple loop with another clip buckle. There are two more on the top that don't go anywhere. So you would have to affix this somewhere on the molly to even use this as an attachment point. I don't know. I really thought that was poorly designed. The two come off the top. You know, you can clearly go through the webbing here, but you know, these aren't even the split ring, the split ones where you could, you know, put it through the molly and then cinch it down and unclip it. Really just not well thought through. Same with the added weight of this thing here. This is supposed to cinch the side down. As you can see, that's fully loaded, and there's not even if I cinch that down, there's not going to be any actual real compression. So it's just really for looks. That kind of bummed me out. The fact that it wasn't actually functional. Maybe you could put a jacket through there or something, but certainly doesn't act as a compression. With this side, there is a longer pocket, so the compression is actual functional on that side. As you can see right there, I didn't bring my magnifying glass. I'm hoping this shows up. As you can see, just the threading here. Gosh, I wish this would focus. Just pulls right out. And there's a lot of that all over the pack, and I'll get to that in a little bit. It is a fairly big pack. I definitely have easily overnight gear in here. Front pouch, key keeper. They did the key keeper right. It's not too long. Again, there's molly all over the place, which is very cool. Two side pockets that I'm not using for anything right now. They're very small. Maybe would hold like an Altoids tin, but that's about it. Identical on the other side. Again, molly here. This pouch I actually kind of liked. It's kind of this big just dump pouch. You know, it's got a kind of a bucket lid here. In here I just have that the same fire kit, or not fire kit, the fire bag kit I have. It's got some first aid and all sorts of stuff. See my fire video for that. Essentially, like I said, I'm just coming out slightly prepared. In here I've got some winter gloves and a GPS. Oh, here was another one. This molly just pulled right out. I went to hook one of my other pouches to this, and it just pulled out. So not really sewn in here. Lots of extra like tails to the sewing. Kind of disappointed me on that. Again, there's the little side bucket. I do kind of like the D-rings for added, you know, attaching, but the one on this side, I don't have anything in there. There's a 10x10 multicam tarp in here, which you can see, but easily put, you know, water bottle, cooking kit, or something like that in there. So that pocket's all right. In the back here is an extremely well padded laptop section, and again, look, here's like this wispy, just non-finished material on the inside. Really just started to bug me the more I saw it. You know, you get occasional tears, that's fine. It is very well padded. Like I said, even though the torso length did not fit me, I did think it was very comfortable. for the most part. The hip pad, like I said, is too high, but for my torso. But even though it lacks a lot of padding, it wasn't uncomfortable at all. It is removable with the Velcro. You can just pull this off since this is a smaller bag. They don't ever list a cubic inch on their website for this. It does have tons of MOLLE all along here. No name, buckle, no Nexus, no ITW, no nothing. So that's probably going to fail. I did like the front grab handle built in. It wasn't uncomfortable. I kind of like the way it feels. It's got MOLLE attachments down the front here. This kind of irked me. The sternum strap adjustment is about an inch. You can adjust it up and down an inch, and it's not where it needs to be on me. Other than that, another no-name buckle, but I didn't have an issue with it. This is only my second trip out. First one was just to kind of test out how much it would hold, and this is the first outing. These pockets on the front are handy. It fits maybe a cell phone. It doesn't fit my bigger cell phone. It will fit the Kodiak PlaySport that I'm filming with this now. But they're non-removable and non-adjustable, and that's kind of a downside for me. The other thing I don't like is the fact the zipper ends at the bottom, meaning that anything in here is going to dump out. You can't secure it. The strapping goes through there, but so I would really appreciate the zipper being at the bottom when this is open, so I can shove stuff into the top and zip up instead of having to zip over and trying to hold everything in there. Quick detachments on here, sort of pretend military on there. Again, no name buckle. Here's another just added weight. These pieces up here are similar to a top adjustment for where your shoulder is. Because of the length of them and the length of the shoulder strap, it's non-functional. It's just some extra thick webbing, give it that extra military look. I'm doing this review moreover so that you guys can kind of see what you want to do. But I get a lot of comments because I test Maxpedition gear. They send me gear, I test it. It's hard to find anything negative to say about Maxpedition. If I did ever, I'll tell you. In my videos, I usually give suggestions of things I would do a little bit different. But it's not some of the same things. I don't have straps coming completely unsewn, unfinished pieces, non-buckles on their website. Again, this is a Voodoo tactical. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning. It's a Voodoo Matrix improved pack. They say it's reversed YKK zippers. Well, you know what? I guarantee when you have a YKK zipper, it says YKK somewhere on there, and none of these do. So I don't know if it's a different YKK or what. None of these zippers say anything on them, just like the buckles, completely no name. So I don't know if they're just playing on that or what, but I was very disappointed. Initially, I thought maybe this sort of line of, what a lot of you guys consider to be a budget pack. A lot of you give me hell for the price of Maxpedition gear, but I'll tell you what, it sure holds up. This is one day in, and I got straps and stuff coming all over. It's along the same lines of the Voodoo pack, the Condor, the Drago, the Mod gear, all those sort of budget packs, if you will, are going to have along the same issues. And you guys say that Maxpedition is cheap, or is expensive, excuse me. This Voodoo was $119. That's up there with the price of the Maxpedition gear. So I don't really want to rant on about that, but I do get a lot of negative comments towards the Maxpedition gears because they say the price is too much. Maybe some of the smaller pouches of the Mod gear and the Condor and stuff will make sense. But you know what? It's just, as a reviewer, I was really hoping to come out here and tell you guys, hey, I bought the Voodoo or the cheaper version of a Maxpedition pack, and it worked great. It worked flawlessly. But I can't do that. It didn't. So I will continue on just showing you guys the inside real quick. Get all my stuff not to spill out. There is a back pocket here. Here's a front sleeve. So you could, if you want, get multiple hydration bladders in here. There are 2 Velcro port sleeves on the outside. And then this section, like I said, I'm set up for an overnighter. I have a full winter insulating sleeping pad, a 15-degree bag, a one-man tent, a water bottle, and I will show you the other side of this. Is set up like a admin pouch. It doesn't come off, but there is sleeves and pens and zippers and things like that. You could put cell phones and GPSs and things like that. It's fairly inaccessible, so really it's just kind of a purse on the inside, but it will keep all your small stuff organized and up top of the pack without having to dig down, so that's a plus. So that was a quick review of the Voodoo Matrix improved pack that they had. Like I said, I don't want to really rant on about it, but you know, I really wanted to come out of this with a positive review, so that you know, at least you saw the other side of the coin. As a reviewer, it's my job to review everything completely and honestly, and you know, I'm just sorry this one didn't measure up. Perhaps other gear will. This is just one slice of this. It's not that I'm giving up on all mod gear and Condor products. I was just disappointed in this, and was really hoping to come away from this with a different view. And you know, it just makes me appreciate that you know, some companies do it right and some don't. Well, I'm up back at the truck here. Here's the extra webbing that you get. So you know, this piece is sewn, so I can hook it into, excuse the camera angle here, I can hook it into here, and now I've got another female buckle, which is what I got up here when I had to take this off. I can do it with one hand. These buckles aren't very good. Now I got, or two males, whatever it is. But even then, it doesn't hook together. So really, the only thing these are good for is hooking through some of the molly gear and creating a loop so you have a buckle. That's totally fine. But to have these buckles here, maybe one of you guys will comment and tell me that I'm completely ass backwards, but yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. So again, sorry I couldn't give a better review. Not everything about the pack is horrible, and I hate to say it, I may even try the Voodoo, was it Tobago or something, that's a little bit bigger, that actually has a frame sheet in it and a little bit better suspension, but I have to think on it before I order any more of these packs. Again, the pouches and things may be great. You know, as you can see, I always carry other stuff. I always have the Max Position Kodiak because it's never let me down. You know, I've got other stuff I'm testing, stuff from CountyCom. You know, that's what I do. I come out here on these little day adventures, and you guys never see this part. So, you know, I don't want to really rant, even though I kind of am.